you were in a 2D side view, but there were doors went around corners funny, so it was kind of hard. Yeah, you had to be really good at visualizing where you were when you went through different types of doors.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I don't want to say like it gets bad marks necessarily, but the menuing was a little bit clunky and a lot necessary. And I didn't find out that I had a map until I had been stuck for an hour.
Right.
But I picked it up because it was on sale, and I mean I don't regret playing it. I just
Right. Have you seen anything about the? I mean, it's recent. The Five Nights at Freddy games.
Yeah, those definitely aren't unnerving, but I don't know.
Like their atmosphere is creepy, and the thing I find really interesting about it is that they do a really good job of like they build an actual. There's a story behind it, and it's easy to miss, but it's like deep enough to have people like with questions about it, about what this means, about what that means, and like have theories about it and all sorts of stuff. And like I haven't actually played the games. I've seen people play them, and I couldn't do that kind of game because the tension is just unbearable the whole time, and that is all kinds of uncomfortable. There's a lot of blood here.
Come on down to Crazy Eddie's Blood Discount Emporium.
We're gonna turn this radio off. No, we're gonna leave it on apparently. Map. Hide.
But yeah, like, I think I would be more interested in the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Mm-hmm.
If I think the thing that I lose interest in is the gameplay. The gameplay itself doesn't look engaging. It seems to be like an exercise in atmosphere, which is cool. But I feel like if it was more of a game, I don't know.
It's kind of a resource management kind of game. What it is.
Yeah. That's what it is. As far as the gameplay, it's just resource management,
yeah.
But it happens to be resource management in a spooky atmosphere.
Right.
And
like if the spooky atmosphere wasn't there, it wouldn't be very fun.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. And the second one, like they changed some of the mechanics around, and it's a bit more engaging. Like you have to. Let's see. Instead of four things trying to kill you, there's another four, and then another one on top of that got added. And like they each one of them you have to keep from doing. Like the only way you can keep it from killing you is if you wind up a music box that winds down repeatedly. And then like there's everyone else except for two other ones, you can put on a mask when they show up, and you have to do it like immediately, or they'll kill you. And then after that is there's another one where you can only, or another two where you can only make them go away by flashing a flashlight at them. Oh, God. Ow.
Take that, neckbeard. Light is the only thing that bothers you.
Yeah.
Aww.
And it's funny because, like, you know, it's scary, and you're like, oh, I don't really know if this is gonna, you know, work or not. And your flashlight's limited, so you can't just, you know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's one of those things that like you kind of have this slider bar for how immersive, like with especially with the first Freddy's game, like there's kind of this bar of you can make it not scary at all if you break down the mechanics just so, but then you lose that part of the game. And
right.
But if you don't break it down at least a little bit, you're gonna run out every time and get spooked out.
Right.
Yeah, like it would be hard for me to find a median there. I think. But yeah, like it's one of those things that I think I like the idea of the game much more than it.
The execution.
Yeah, the execution. Yeah. Like I feel like a sneaky kind of like your like an Amnesia game. That kind of style of like solving puzzles, running around. Well, actually, a lot like Isolation. Now that I'm thinking about it,
I would highly recommend giving Isolation a try and see if it piques your scary game tingle factor. I don't know. You tell me. Like I'm still stuck in the creepy uncle like realm of things. I don't have a good way to describe it otherwise.
Uncle Touchy.
If it gets your uncle's jaw, no, we're stopping. That was too much.
Uncle Touchy's naked basement.
I don't want it.
I'm sorry.
I don't want any. Oh crap. I don't know how to get past these people without killing them. Well, never used a flashbang before, so let's try that.
Flashbang.
Door open. I will peek around corner, and you will not shoot me.
Oh, shoot sting.
Oh, balls. You just got yourself killed! All of you. I'm not going in there. Nope.
Jesus.
Oh god, it saw me. No, flamethrower! Ah!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. It shouldn't have seen me from that far away. Totally my fault, but... Oh. Like, I panicked and was like, oh, do not know. And then I couldn't, note to self, never unequip flamethrower.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
He is fast.
He's terrifyingly fast. Like, I learned really quickly how to be able to tell if he actually, like, noticed you or not. Well, because, you know, A, he's running at you, but, like, he starts making certain noises and stuff like that, and that is... I mean, you know, you don't get a whole lot of time, but, like, I think I would have been able to survive that if I'd actually equipped the right thing. And hadn't, you know, sat there and watched the whole thing and been like, oh, this is cool. It's funny when he kills people for me.
I think this game is much funnier if you just imagine the alien isn't there, and you just, like, have a complex. And you just,
just
like,
terrified of this thing killing people?
You just feel, like, really bad and have to go under the table for a little while.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like
I need to seek refuge in the locker.
It's like if you took the comics that take Garfield out of it and just leave John, and you're just like, what?
No, those make me really sad, actually.
Yeah, they're a little disturbing. See, I don't know what they shot at last time though. Like, they weren't. The first one was shooting at me, and then I backed off, and he was like, "Okay, I'll leave you alone." And then, freaking dude shot at something, and it's so funny when they do stuff like that. Like, there was one guy that was like, he was sitting there and he was like, just go away, but he was actively following me. And we're like, what is your problem? And then he shot me, and then he killed me. But the alien literally popped out of the ceiling and, you know, killed him while I was, like, falling over and dying. And it was just the funniest thing, because we were like, yeah, that's what you get. You don't just chase me down and you're like, go away, and then continue to follow me. That, you don't know. It's not acceptable.
Can't let it escape again, no matter what.
But the people do some pretty funny things, and I've been in some like really tense situations with people, and then they just, they do something stupid, and then it makes it a lot less tense, and it's hilarious.
Diffused by suddenly adding an alien.
Yeah, diffused by sudden death syndrome. But like one time, I was hiding and being afraid and terrified for my life and everything, and I was hiding under a desk, and then no, I ran into a room because I made some people, I'd tripped them off, and they were like coming to chase me down. So I ran into the room, and then I hid under a desk, and then they came in to look for me, and this they shot a couple times. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here. They won't find me, and then the alien finds them, but I'm in just the right position to see like the door, but I can't see, like I can see the corner of the door, but I can't actually see the door, and I just start hearing people screaming, and I hear the alien, and then I just see blood splatters on the wall, and I was just like sitting there the whole time, just oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, don't shoot at me, I'm leaving. Okay, how do I do this? Are you still looking at me? Okay. Turn around, go somewhere else. And then there's also an achievement if you don't kill any people through the whole game. And like the first thing I did was kill somebody. So I don't get it this playthrough, but it doesn't count if you get like the alien to do it. So
I see.
You have some ways around that, and that makes it funny.
Actually, I started playing Dishonored last night, and yeah, I tried to be sneaky, and then I realized, oh right, sneaky is the thing I'm the worst at.
That's the thing that I really don't like about a lot of games, like that give you the option of being sneaky. It's not. Oh, balls.
Is there someone? Don't push your luck.
There's no one here. Don't mind me. I'm gone. The games that like you have optional stealth, like it's usually way more efficient to just brute force it.
Oh yeah.
And that's what gets on my nerves. Like I wish they were equally viable. Like there's no reason to stealth if you can just bulldoze through everything.
There are a lot of games that I've seen do stealth pretty well, but I don't know. I think I'd much rather have bad optional stealth than or I guess I think I'd rather have stealth be a crappy option than stealth be mandatory and still crappy.
Right. I mean that makes sense.
Because it's more that like not necessarily just a benefit or an ease versus payout versus anything like that. Like just straight up, I'm bad at stealth. Like so if it has a not stealth option, I'm lucky. But yeah, like mandatory stealth in games is like it's the run killer for me usually.
Yeah, like have you played any of the Castlevania Lords of Shadow games?
I did not.
Okay. The
I've
first
seen
one,
a good bit of the first one.
okay,
but
the first one was good, if not ripped off from a lot of different things.
eh.
I enjoyed it.
Everything ripped off Mario. The end.
Ow! Why'd you shoot me? Also, you shouldn't have done that, because that was a gunshot, and gunshots bring evil things.
But Oh,
Like
okay.
it was basically like if you took God of War, Shadow of the Colossus.